hoping to set up a bucket brigade. But Delaware is, I think, a really interesting place where we've done some work in this with particulate monitoring. There's a community in the community called Claymont, what Joe Biden loves to talk about being born and raised in. That's a small town, blue-collar community. It's sandwiched between two large freeways. It's had historic PM 2.5 levels, issues with non-attainment, which have been blamed on the freeway. It also has a steel mill, which was shut for a while and recently restarted by the Russian steel oligarchs, the Evraz Steel Company. A woman there named Dee Wilden, what I call as a natural-born community monitor, began making dust complaints to the state of Delaware, and every time she did, she would sweep up a bag of the dust and give that to the inspectors as evidence of what happened. What actually occurs there in the evening during the steelmaking process is that there are steel dust snowstorms. Dee has actually photographed the fallout coming down. It just looks like snow, although in August you don't have snow in Delaware usually. So she documented this for a couple of years. She finally got the state of Delaware to go in and do a source test at the stack. They actually hadn't done one of those since it restarted. And this revealed that the Claymont Steel Company, because they use scrap steel and scrap metal facilities are a growing pollution problem because they are entirely, the scrap part of the operation is entirely unregulated for air pollution. If I'm a scrap steel facility or a scrap steel metal recycle where I can blow as much lead into the neighborhood as I want, I can sandblast lead paint off of a pipe and blow as much of it into the neighborhood as I like. And in fact, the dust studies that we did in Claymont, Delaware showed that arsenic, lead, nickel, and all kinds of dust were blowing into the neighborhood from the scrapyard. But the study showed, or the single source test showed that the Evraz Steel Company, because they take scrap steel again, cars with mercury switches, refrigerators, was the largest single source of mercury air pollution in the state of Delaware, which was previously thought to be one of the chemical manufacturers. So with that leverage, Dee and her community organization asked the Evraz Steel Company for a grant to hire Global Community Monitor to do dust monitoring throughout the city and asked them for $50,000. So our study to bust the company was funded by the company.